My mom, she's like, Vince, you have to stay with your brothers. You're not getting a job. You dropped out of school. Obviously, I was useless. You know what I mean? It wasn't her fault.
But 9 times out of 10, if you don't finish high school or get your GED, you will end up working minimum wage jobs.
Yep, that is absolutely stamped and confirmed. So I keep trying to tell y'all, listen, college is an optional, John. I would say go, you know what I'm saying, go to extra schooling if, you know what I'm saying, the path you want to go down in life requires some extra schools or degrees and things and such like that. But I will tell you one, John, that I will never question. And again, like I said earlier, and I'll say it again now, and just like you was saying, get a high school diploma. Get a diploma. We're not dropping out of high school. Do not listen to these idiots. They blow in from stupid town commonly, casually. Not dropping out of high school, bro. That's done. Please graduate. For Trilly, please. Oh my God. Looks like another idiot decided to blow in from stupid town. Again, no less. But y'all already know. Little backstory. So one of Trilly's least favorite builds, as you may all know, the alpha male. You know, the Andrew Tates, the Fresh and Fits, the Wes Watsons. You guys know the like. Well, one of them, the newest one of the block we've covered before, his name is Vincent Fischer. Now, besides the factor of obviously him pushing the red pill rhetoric, man, you have to be an alpha male because this is what all the girly pops desire. Yet, he's an idiot. We know. Yeah, he was, in the last time we covered him, he was one of the bulls, propagating the narrative that, yeah, man, you should most definitely be buying your girly pop Birkin bags and all that, because if you don't, someone else will, and since you can't provide her the Birks that she desires all the time, you're not a real man. A moron. So apparently he's come back around again, spitting the same stupid rhetoric, so of course I will be back to be condemning this and to be calling him a moron, because he is. So we're not gonna waste no more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything, especially when you're covering idiots, because they decide they need to put out, ooh, that straight fire, and let me tell you, they're not cooking. Let's get right into it. You already know, man. Shout out you almighty. Cooking. We got the cringiest alpha male yet. Got even worse. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link. Sure to love with you almighty, like I said, gang. And let's get right into this, John, because I already know it's fun to... It's about to be pain, bruh.
Boys, we actually escaped the fucking Matrix. I go to the bank. He's like, you keep $1 million in this account? We give you $1 million. Now I keep $1 million in there. I get another $1 million. I'll buy a real estate property for...
Wow. Explain the process of you just getting another $1 million. What are you getting this through? Like interest? Like what? Like how are you getting this?
$4 million. We're falling.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Shout out Russ, my favorite player of all time. But yeah, to that factor, yeah, this makes no sense at all.
It's been a couple months since I talked about the cringiest alpha male yet, Vincent Fischer.
Guys, I didn't drop out of high school because I was dumb or I didn't
No, you did. You're a moron.
want to do it. I dropped out of high school because if I had to sit behind a desk and work a corporate job the rest of my life, I'd shoot myself in the head. I mean that.
Well, I guess y'all see again what we're in for, because I remember this. Yeah, this, needless to say, is dumb. Now, obviously, not everybody is satisfied with the job that they currently have, but yeah, you're not gonna just drop out of high school. Yeah, no, you're just not gonna do that. Like, you're gonna get a diploma.
You know the dude with the crazy Jerry curl that says stuff like this?
If you're a young adult, the stupidest thing you could do is put all your effort and energy into a high school sport.
All to try to get desperate men looking for...
Or, you know, you could just enjoy that high school sport because it's extracurricular. I can't even talk. Or you can enjoy that sport because it's an extracurricular activity that, depending on, I guess, your skill and talent at it, that most heads probably aren't taking that serious. You know, they're doing it because they want to, and it's fun. Like,
a better way to buy his overpriced coaching programs.
not buying this shit. You niggas need to stop selling these courses, bro. Or trying to, better yet, not even. Actually, yes, selling, because you're fucking glazers. They just eat this shit up. But besides that, yeah, no one's buying this bullshit, man. You have nothing to teach. You don't even have a genuine, like, good thought coming out of your mouth, so it's
with promises that they'll be making millions of dollars by becoming an online coach themselves. And while he's still been yapping about absolute nonsense, a whole lot of motivational grindset babble, he's been using a new strategy to sell his overpriced coaching programs, which I think is interesting. Because if the majority of comments under his posts are anything to go by, Mr. Fake It Until You Make It might actually start making some of the money that he claims to bring in.
Be, do, have. That's the formula for success.
Hell yeah, dude. What industry do you become successful in? It's a great question. It's the millionaire mindset industry. Cause yeah, I remember this too, bro. It's like, yo, man, if you just think you're a millionaire, you'll just become a millionaire. Or like, yeah, brother, I ain't gonna lie. You should probably believe in the process of becoming one, believe that you're gonna be successful and all that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you just think in your head, ooh, I'm finna have $1 million in my bank account, it's not just finna poof into thin air, bro. This fool think he got the Infinity Gauntlet, the Reality Stone. Like what?
So if you want to become successful, like let's say your goal is to become a millionaire, you need to become the millionaire now. Take the action.
How do you do that? How do you become a millionaire? To become a millionaire right now, you need $1 million in assets, $1 million in the bank account. That's not just gonna happen. You can put yourself in the more mindset of having that job, but yeah, you can't just become a millionaire right now.
Actions that millionaire would take now, and then eventually you'll get the results of that millionaire. So whoever it is you want to be, just act like that person.
That's not even confirmed either, because yo, another thing to that is, yeah, you had to put in hard work and really grind, I ain't gonna lie. And then during those hours, bro, I'm sure you not really gonna be feeling like a millionaire. You're gonna be thinking, damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm stressed out, we really grinding for real, but like, we gotta keep putting in the work. Like, oh my.
Whether people are watching or not. And eventually, it's gonna become you. That's what it was for me. I acted like a millionaire long enough.
I swear, you gotta put me on with the camera,
But I'm
y'all.
Jew. Welcome
This
to the
show just
channel.
messing
Please
up.
like
I hate
and
that.
share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into
we
it.
good.
So when I say he has a new strategy, this is what I mean. He always kind of showed off the things that he had, cars, whether they released.
But this is what like every like alpha male bull or like, you know what I'm saying, flexor bull does. You got to show off the lifestyle, because if people see like the fast cars, the money, yada yada, second and third, they're more inclined to believe you. Because I'm not gonna lie, we're in the I don't even know what to grab. We're in the jingle keys in front of your face era. Ooh, me got Lambo, me got Trackhawk. Therefore, you listen. Like, if you're falling for this psyop, you're a moron. Like, let's be real here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, I know a lot of people want the fast car. A lot of people want the nice crib. Again, we trying to get the 5 bath for the boss and all that type of junk. But yeah, you're not just gonna buy somebody Corsa or whatever just because you see them going in the newest Rolls Royce. Like, bro, you're not children, bro. Come on, man.
Or not, condo, whether it was rented or not. But now he's actually putting price tags on things, like how much his haircut supposedly costs. And he does that on just about every post, again, to sell his lifestyle, to get people to buy in on him and his image, to sell courses or his coaching program. But the one thing that's interesting is we never see receipts. We never see any paperwork on anything. I mean, at one point,
Of course not, because you would probably see like most of the stuff is leased or rented, or like he rents his apartment or whatever for like some exorbitant amount. Like if he shows you the back end, it breaks the illusion of him being rich, because then when you see the expenses versus like not the no wait. Trilly's dumbass. Y'all know how it goes. When you see it's the jaw. Oh my god, yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm stupid. I ain't gonna lie. Trilly's a dumbass, not being any allegations. Oh my god, he can't even collect his thoughts, and he wants to talk about this real alphabet. Like, I'm already seeing the comments now, bro. Literally, I'm spawning them into existence, bro. But basically, from that, like, yo, he's on that factor of like, yo, he's showing you this. This is like the same thing Jack Doherty's on. He's showing you like all this exorbitant stuff, but like with the amount he's spending versus the amount he's actually bringing in, like, yo, he's probably like losing money indoor, like just barely breaking even. Like, again, if he shows you that, it breaks that illusion. Yeah, brother, you're not really a millionaire because your margin's looking a little bit thin.
he says he's actually making $250,000 a week. No proof, no evidence, no receipts. Just take his word for it. The one thing I will say is
Source, trust me, bro.
there's a big difference in the comments from when I talked about Vincent Fischer a couple months ago. Everybody was calling him a fake. They were calling his lifestyle fake, saying he didn't make the money that he claims to make. But now, a couple months later, I mean, lit. Every now and then, you will see a naysayer, which I just think is really interesting. Tate 2.0, actually calling it out.
Yeah. No, directly at Tate 2.0. He's literally still talking about that same dumbass Matrix shit. Brother, Neo is not coming after you. Like, I don't know what's... Yeah.
Because he is, just like all these alpha males are, just using the Tate image and strategy to sell whatever courses, coaching programs, or memberships that they have. He said it himself. He will literally fake it until he makes it. And if he never makes it, he's just going to keep faking it. That's
I'm about to say, then, I guess we're just still faking it. Ooh. All these bulls are faking this channel.
best way to celebrate another 60K day for my online coaching income. At no point does he ever...
You're coaching, but coaching what? Like, coaching, you run a coaching business. What are you coaching bulls on how to run a business? Brother, this is why I say all the time, like, yo, bro, this is the same thing with the scammer bulls I be seeing, bro. Send me, yo, what's name? Send me this much cheese and I'll send you the method or whatever. You motherfuckers are the method. These niggas are the method. Yo, you coaching niggas on how to coach niggas. Like, bro, this is like literally some MLM shit. Like, it's so stupid, bro. I fucking hate it. I can't, bro.
ever share receipts that he made 60K in a day. He could have easily put that in his post. He could have easily taken a screenshot of whatever app or studio he uses. We see it all the time with streamers. DDG, Kai, they put up how much money.
Sheesh, 12 million. Shoot, on Twitch, I ain't gonna lie. Imagine if this shit was on Kick, boy. This shit probably would have been double.
They made in a month. We do not see that with Vincent Fischer. We only see him spending money as proof that he makes money, which you can do all of this on credit. This is not proof that he makes.
By the way, getting a golden steak, like, this is just this. Like, if there's anything in the world that's given fucking ego and narcissism, it's getting a golden steak. Like, why the fuck? Who fucking cares about getting gold on your steak, my nigga?
The money that he claims to make.
But honestly, I'm fucking poor, so we know I wouldn't understand. Truly broke as shit.
And that's the art of being an alpha male. You just have to convince enough people to buy your courses. And that's what Vincent Fischer is doing with these posts. He's showing a lifestyle that people are buying into, especially young males. But you can do all of this on debt and credit with leases and renting.
Literally what I said earlier, because yeah, you directly can. So again, if we look at his actual margins and shit, I guarantee you they're not looking so profitable.
None of this is proof that Vincent Fischer makes the money that he claims to make. And now we're getting into the post that's really funny to me, where Vincent Fischer is 100% talking to himself as if he's in a podcast or being interviewed, and he's not. We see a lot of alpha males do this, set up like they're talking on a podcast or being interviewed, but they're not. They're 100% talking to themselves. But I guess for them, that's the best way to give them authenticity or authority with the public, as if they're talking.
It's just another thing of like aesthetic. Like, if you again fit this aesthetic, making the style of content that fits more in, like, you know, especially like the red pill spaces, like, yeah, heads like this, heads that are already kind of ingrained in the spaces, are curious, are already following that John, is going to be more inclined to listen to you with these type of vids, you know?
Talking to somebody else. And on top of that, he's starting to position himself the way that Andrew Tate did, talking about the system or getting out of the system. The same
Oh my god, we gotta escape the Matrix!
way that Andrew Tate always talks about the Matrix. All these alpha males continue to use the same Andrew Tate playbook.
Everybody has this depressionary period where you're like, fuck, bro, am I really in this system? Is this the rat race? Is this what I'm destined for? And then I got angry as fuck, right? My mom, she's like, Vince, you have to stay with your brothers. You're not getting a job. You dropped out of school. Obviously, I was useless. You know what I mean? It wasn't her fault.
But 9 times out of 10, if you don't finish high school or get your GED, you will end up working minimum wage jobs.
Yep, that is absolutely stamped and confirmed. So I keep trying to tell y'all, listen, college is an optional, John. I would say go, you know what I'm saying, go to extra schooling if the, you know what I'm saying, the path you want to go down in life requires some extra schools or degrees and things and such like that. But I will tell you one, John, that I will never question. And again, like I said earlier, and I'll say it again now, and just like Jew was saying, get a high school diploma. Get a diploma. We're not dropping out of high school. Do not listen to these idiots. They blow in from stupid town commonly, casually. Not dropping out of high school, bro. That's done. Please graduate. For Trilly, please. Oh my god.
Jobs for your entire life. That is not a path to follow.
So I stayed with my brothers. They had a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm on a mattress on the floor. They're like, yo, Vince, get in the gym with us. Here's some mass gainer. Here's some pre-workout. Let's get a fucking pump. And I'm hearing all these gym terms. I'm taking pre-workout. I'm fired. Bro, within that first year, I put on 60 pounds, bro.
Putting on 60 pounds without the sauce, even with new gym goer gains, is highly unlikely.
I went from 135 pounds malnourished, fucking no water, to 193.
60 pounds a year, natty. Yeah, okay, bro. Exactly.
I'm like, bro, 60? Like, bro, and then we're talking muscle? Hell nah.
Don't lie to these young kids. It's impossible to gain 60 pounds of muscle in a year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, 60 pounds of muscle. Like, bro, this is literally, like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, gang. What Jones is you taking, bro? Because I was gonna tell you, don't put me on. Nah, bro, because I ain't gonna hold you to backlash, especially physically on your body. You finna go through with whatever you're taking.
That was steroids. All these stories, all these tall tales is all to build an image for him to sell programs and courses to people trying to come up in whatever way they can. Some guys are following him because they want to get in shape and they hear he gained 60 pounds of muscle. Some guys see he says he's making $60,000 a day or $250,000 a week. So they follow him and buy into the image.
Yeah, I'm not buying that at all. Again, you're gonna have to prove that with some bank statements
and buy the courses. This is why I make videos on these alpha males, because they are selling an entire generation bullshit dreams that will never come true for them. And it's really predatory. Vince talking to us
again, like, because again, he'll propagate like all these different dreams. You could do this, and you can get swoke, and you could do all this, that, and the third, and you can make all this money. Meanwhile, the only factor of him making money and living the lifestyle and doing all of this is built on the factor of him feeding the garbage to y'all and y'all buying the courses. It's so stupid, bro. Especially the bulls, like, again, like the fresh and fit type glazers, the Andrew Tate glazers that just suck this shit up. Oh my fucking god. I am yet to see one of you niggas be in the position, living the lifestyle, quote unquote, that these niggas are. It's crazy because actually, all of these niggas, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, Wes Watson, Vincent and Fischer, all these niggas, they don't fucking know you yet. You're in my comments riding these niggas' cocks, bro, in the trenches. And I have yet to see one of you niggas, again, get in the lifestyle that they are in. What the fuck? What is this rhetoric doing for you, nigga? It's crazy you'll be willing to listen to niggas like this more than your fucking fathers. And that's coming from a fatherless nigga. That's crazy.
So we've unlocked financial freedom. I'm not telling you this to flex. I'm telling you this shit so you can visualize the experience yourself. No, he's telling you this to sell a course, which is why he has DM
me mentorship for online coaching. Don't need it. What the fuck are you coaching? Like, I'm still on that.
Tour for online coaching mentorship at the bottom of every post.
Boys, we actually escaped the fucking matrix. I go to the bank because I need my wire limit raised. I'm like, I've sent too many wires already. I have like 5 other people I need to pay. They're like,
who are these people? What the fuck do they do for your online coaching mentorship shit you got here? I really need to know.
I'm like, what can I do? They're like, okay, look, Vincent, you have a student checking account. He's like, you processed $600,000 in the last month on a student checking. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Bro, this is how I know his entire fan base is kids, and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. You expect us to believe that he's made all this money. He's made millions of dollars.
You're a student checking account? Yeah, sure. Not a business one?
And he's processed $500,000 in the last month through a student checking account. You're telling me this?
Because it's like, and that's especially would not be true because, again, filing it through an account would be extremely dumb. Why would you not file it through like your businesses or like your LLC or whatever, your corp, John, so you can get like the write-offs through all this shit? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is some bullshit.
Idiot isn't even smart enough to lie and say he has a business account. Vincent Fischer is bullshit, and this story proves it.
He's like, we need to upgrade your account to premium. I was like, okay, upgrade the account.
Premium student account, dumbass? Yeah, this is...
Now, this dude upgrades my account. My banking app turns gold. They send me a fucking digital ledger that I have to...
What banking application is this? I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to test this for ourselves.
Fucking presses a button every time I send a wire. And he's like, you keep money in this account? We give you money. He's like, you keep...
Brother, yo, this nigga really thinks I was born fucking like actually yesterday. Who the fuck is... I know who the fuck it is. Again, the Fresh and Fit glazers. These niggas will believe anything if you fucking scream it at them in their face. Bro, what? Bro, this shit does not happen. Brother, they not just gonna give you $1 million fucking dollars. They're not, bro, even if you were realistically to put $1 million in there, bro, the max they feeding you is like maybe better interest rates. And most banks are fucking terrible for that shit. So what are we talking about here? They're not just gonna give you another $1 million? The hell?
Keep $1 million in this account? We give you $1 million. He's like, I've worked here for 40 years. Rich people...
Nah, he was hired yesterday because a nigga that's worked there for 40 years knows for damn sure that with niggas is not just giving you $1 million. The fuck?
People don't use their own money. He's like, so whenever you have that money, you come here, I give you money. I'm like, what the fuck? We fucking beat the system. Now
You didn't beat shit. Nigga, you can barely explain what the fuck happened here.
keep $1 million in there. I get another $1 million. I buy a real estate property for $4 million. We're fucking balling.
He's doing this ridiculous accent. You're telling me the banker upgraded his student checking account to a premium personal account? That makes absolutely no sense at all.
Literally none.
Especially if you're running a business. It takes like $200-300 to go get your LLC, get your EIN number, which is like your tax number for your business, and then open a business checking and savings account. And depending on your own personal credit, because your business won't have credit, a bank will most likely give you a credit card if you request it with a pretty reasonable limit. No bank is going to see an individual making $600,000 a month and not push them to get a business account.
Exactly. Like you like literally for tax purposes, especially like I said earlier, for certain write-offs within your business, but just literally for taxes, just overall, nigga, you need a business account. You making 600 bands a month? The fuck? Bro, you're not about to be using your goddamn like 16-year-old's fucking student account. This is some bullshit. Like, yo, oh my god. It's not even like the fact that I'm mad at like him. I'd never be mad at these fools. Like, I expect them to get up on the internet and spew garbage because I know who the people I really be mad at. Niggas on the fucking internet behind the screens or whatever, seeing these niggas will just eat that shit up. Like, bro, you don't question this shit at all and you still sucking the niggas cock? Oh my god, bro. Like,
not going to upgrade a student account to a premium account, and you probably wouldn't even be able to send that much money through a student account. And this
exactly. Because they're going to be like, yo, what student is pocketing $600,000?
What I'm saying about Vincent, he's still faking it until he makes it. We never see any receipts of anything. There's no picture or video of him in the bank, even though he records everything else. Why does bro have a student checking account? Exactly.
That's literally all I was saying. And then they upgraded to a premium account. Okay, so a premium student checking account because they're still in a student like personal shit. Like, nigga, what are we talking about?
It doesn't make any sense. Bro found the infinite money glitch. He did not. That
I'm
is
about to say he didn't.
No money glitch. If any.
Yeah, the next bro. Yeah, what bank is this? Yeah, these are the questions we need to ask. Because I want to know that bank too. Because they need to give me $1 million since they're just giving it to niggas for free.
If this whole story is real, the bank is talking about giving him a loan. That's not a money glitch. That's a loan that you have to pay back. But it's not real anyway. It's all made up. Yeah, exactly. What bank is this? It's an imaginary bank in his brain because none of this story happened. Let me guess, you an F student, which goes back.
Shit, he was a dropout, so I'd imagine.
Back to the other hilarious alpha male, King Azulayer, however you say his name, talking about how F students are the leaders and inventors.
You see, an A student is the perfect employee. He works for me and he does his job perfectly. A B student, now that's my manager. My managers are great, but they're always going to be managers. The C students.
That makes no fucking sense. Wait, yo, wait. That makes no fucking sense. So the niggas who get the best grades are the niggas who are going to be base employees, right? The niggas who get like right under that, the B's are still good or whatever, but the niggas who are under the niggas who get A's are the niggas who manage the employees. Wouldn't you want your managers to be a little bit smarter than your employees considering they're managing mass amounts of people? What the fuck? See, how the fuck are they sucking y'all dicks? It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Like, yo, they just slopped this fucking garbage up. What the hell is this nigga talking about? No, like, someone has to explain how this shit... No, better yet, someone has to explain to me how the fuck one of these niggas, these alpha male niggas, Glazers, is about to try to make sense of this shit in the comments. You have to explain to me how the fuck they're about to make sense of this. Because, oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. So fucking dumb.
Now those are business owners. D is between a business owner and an inventor. It's someone that owns a...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want a nigga inventing shit. I don't want a nigga in a partnership with my business or having a business if this nigga was getting D's in school. I'm not gonna cap. Like, nah, obviously there are motherfuckers that was like flunking and shit like that or whatever that became like billionaires, millionaires or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, through they rise and grind. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you on the major statistics. Yeah, my nigga, if you're failing in high school, you probably gonna be a failure in life. Let's keep it a buck. Am I saying I was a perfect student? Fuck no, bro. Some of my classes boring as shit and all that junk. That's why I was a fucking college dropout, bro. No, that type of jazz. Like, but even still to that factor, bro, if you just getting D's and F's, like all the time, bro, all the time, nah, bro. Like, it's cooked. It's cooked. It's over. I do not want you niggas leading my business or some shit. I don't want you niggas inventing shit. What can you make if you barely even got a fucking diploma?
Business, but truly wants to invent something, he just doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah, no shit. Because you have no fucking intelligence. You're getting D's. How the fuck are you about to learn how to make some shit and invent a totally new thing? What the hell?
Students are inventors. They're creators. They're so fucking creative that they couldn't sit in class.
No, oh my god, I hear this shit all the time too. Like, yo, the niggas that got ADHD, bro, they can't focus in school, bro. These are the niggas that are always geniuses. That is not the case all the fucking time, bro. There are just niggas who don't do their fucking work, are generally actually stupid. And I say this with the jits, and I have to make the distinction all the time. Like, most jits, they're not dumb, stupid, or whatever, right? Like, you know, they're just kids with responsibilities. No, these niggas are actually fucking stupid. Like, they're dumb. Like, yo, these niggas are just generally, no, bro. Like, if you generally don't know the difference of fucking, like, you know, multiplication and division and shit like that, you don't know the difference between adding and subtracting, you're getting fucking, again, D's and F's and shit, brother, you're not inventing anything. No, bruh. No, it's not to sit in class. It's like, no, bruh, you're fucking dumb. What are we talking about, huh? Like,
they couldn't listen because whatever people were trying to put in their head, they knew it was fucking bullshit. So if you're a young boy and you're in a situation,
I get it. I feel like some classes in school and shit like that are like a waste of time. Like, there's better things generally in life that people more or less use that should be more focused on, like when you're in high school and all these different classes and shit like that. I say it all the time. I don't understand, like, what the fuck is the point of most niggas learning trig or whatever the fuck, even though, like, yo, that's like, you gotta be smart to take that shit. But like, on a base level, some of these like classes and shit, I don't understand, bruh. Like, yo, they need to be really stamping it in how to do like percentages and shit. So when niggas go to the store, they can easily do the math on like, oh, this thing is 33% off, yada yada, like a 30. I'm just using numbers or whatever. Like, know this shit. But dog, like that's not the exception every time. I mean, that's not the exception every time. Yo, most of the time, like, bros just not doing their work. They just not smart. Like, what are we talking about?
where you're an F student, let me tell you something. You got a bright future, buddy.
This is an average day. This is not a shoot. Up to 60K today without cracking a smile. Not because I'm ungrateful, but because I am who I am.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
And this is what I'm talking about, right? This is supposed to be like his proof of concept of him just saying he made $60,000 in a day. But we never see receipts. It's just him posting about it and people believe in it. And again, you see the point of all this at the bottom. DM me mentor for online coaching membership. It's all a grift, a scam, a hustle. Just because you lease a car or pay for a ride does not mean you're rich. It does not mean he's making any of the money he says he's making. You can put all of that on debt. Do not believe these grifters. This whole life
Trust me, I never will.
lifestyle is to sell people the idea that they can get rich like him by buying into his course, even though he's not rich. Now he says he's making $250,000 a week.
Well, from every repetitive task. I don't drive anymore if I don't want to. I don't walk my dog if I don't want to. I don't cook my own food. I don't make my own coffee. I don't really do it.
Oh man, you're so fucking cool. Oh man, he doesn't make his own coffee.
Anything. As soon as you get rich, your number one goal should be buying your time back. And then you can use that clarity and that mental space that you have to continue.
Yo, my nigga, you can make a fucking coffee. It's 5 minutes, my nigga. You're not, brother, in 5 minutes, you're not about to make like a fucking meal. Like, how you thinking your goddamn delusional ass mind? What the hell are you talking about? Like, yo, there's a difference between like, yeah, you're going to like your 9 to 5 or whatever. You're making like some base income, I don't know, like minimum wage or some shit. Obviously, your time within doing other means, you could make more money and do that shit. Brother, you're not like, yo, 5 minutes over making a fucking coffee is affecting nothing. Like, this is that rhetoric, that bullshit I be talking about. Like, what the fuck? Yo, bro, you need a nigga. Bro, trust me, when you really start making that cheese, you need a nigga to be making your fucking coffees. Because during that 5 minutes, bro, you don't know if that could have been the 5 minutes to change your life triple. Like, bro, this shit is so fucking corny, bro. God damn it.
Continue to grow more. I came home, you know, I was being driven in the Phantom, bro. I come home, I see my SVJ, I see the Urus. I noticed there's a boot on my girl's Urus, bro, the one I bought for her. And I was just laughing at it. You know, we drive up, my driver's laughing too. And we go to the valet area and he's like, hey man, $80. I was like, $80. I was like, okay, here, you know. And he's walking me to take off the boot. And he's like, man, you should have parking spots. You should have this. What's going on, man? I was like, I fucking bought this car for my girl.
This is either 100%.
And then being the nigga that has to take the boot off, I'm looking at this nigga. Okay, that's fucking cool. Why didn't you buy a fucking parking spot? Like, nigga, you could have saved yourself $80 fucking and cool. You bought your girl a Urus, nigga. Now give me the 80. The fuck? Like, bro, this thing. Oh my god, bro. Yo, it will just forever baffle me, bro. It will forever baffle me. But whatever, nigga. Yeah, you got so much aura from this shit.
Made up story, or him again getting exposed for not having the money that he says he has. Are you telling me you're gonna buy 100,000?
Bro, if you have the money, if you have money, then just pay for parking space. That's literally exactly what I was saying. Like, brother, it's so dumb, bro. You're flexing on the fucking boot nigga that, like, yo, yeah, I bought my fucking girl this car, man. I swear I'm that nigga. Bro, you could have avoided this whole
recently a push to either get off Twitch or
I ain't gonna let you. We not editing this out. I don't give a fuck. Bro, hello?
Boys, we actually escaped the
I'm not even gonna lie, I had to go all the way back, whatever. I don't even care. Which part were we at? We go close to the end, like around here, right? Yeah. But anyway, damn, that made me lost my train of thought, low key. No, that's coming back to me. But yeah, like, I don't understand the point of him doing this, John, or saying this, John, to the boot guy. Like, brother, you could have just totally avoided that scenario and just had parking spaces, brother. Apparently, you're making $250 a week, $60K a day, brother. You should have been already had this shit.
I don't drive anymore if I don't want to. I don't walk my. As soon as you get.
They call 4-hour work.
Shit.
Vincent.
Continue to grow more.
Automating your life and putting menial tasks on autopilot is not a Vincent Fischer concept. You don't have to be rich to do it. It's a whole book about it called 4-Hour Work Week. It literally just talks about automating all these little things in your life so that you have more time to be creative or apply your energy to business. If anything, he's just talking about being lazy because there are some things that you should be doing yourself. In my book, Vincent Fischer is not only the cringiest alpha male out there, but he's also
Wes Watson gives him a run for his money. And then Fresh and Fit, like, I just don't even give a fuck about those niggas anymore, bro. Like, they got, like, 6 more months max.
also one of the worst simply because his age. He's like 20, 21, 22, which means younger people believe him. They believe the bullshit.
I'm literally the same age as that nigga, being 22. I don't believe shit coming out of his mouth. In fact, he looks like a dumbass the more I see him.
They spewing, which is 100% fake and false. If you actually even know a little bit about business or finance, then you know he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Directly. And again, Trilly's not the financial arbiter. But before all this, trillionaire mindset, yeah, a whole lot of horse shit coming out that nigga's mouth.
And he's just kind of making it up as he goes to just make himself sound smarter, more experienced, like a real business person. It's all a grift. And Vincent has actually escalated from the last time I talked about him. Because like I said, now he's putting fictitious numbers out there that he's making to sell even more people on his lifestyle and his coaching programs. I honestly still don't think this dude has any real money, or at least not.
I doubt it. Again, I think most of this shit is rented, leased, and I ain't gonna lie again. Like I said, his profit margins or whatever, or his just margins in general, I think they're thinner than ice.
The money that he says he does. Maybe he is making sales on his coaching program by younger people believing the hype, but he is not a millionaire. He is not rich. He is not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal.
He is just like every other alpha male selling the lifestyle to sell courses to actually afford the lifestyle that he's selling. Don't believe the
He's selling you a dream so he can afford his.
hype. Do not buy these courses, coaching programs, or memberships. They're all fake and they don't give you any good advice that you can't find yourself on Google or for free on YouTube. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about this. And if you want to see a video on anybody else, let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.
You already know, like I always say, shout out, share the love with you almighty. Damn. We got the cringiest alpha male yet, just got even worse. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video without the Trilly app, down in the description, first link, like I said, share the love with you almighty. And final opinions and conjecture. Vincent Fischer, the newest alpha male on the block. Nigga, you're a cornball. Nigga, you are a goddamn cornball. Yeah, bro, stop trying to sell these niggas that bullshit. But honestly, at the same time, if niggas continue to fall for your bullshit and continue to fucking keep lining your pockets, that's honestly their fault for being a dumbass. Let it run. Right along with you. Can't even talk again. Grammar. These niggas finna be on my ass. I don't give a fuck, bro. That's what happens when you suck dick. Shit is crazy, bro. Niggas be dick eating. But, anyway. I'm sidebarring that. Yeah, like all this lifestyle shit he's trying to put out and all these different scenarios. You gotta be in, like, dropping out of college. I mean, not college. Dropping out of high school. Worse. And all that type of jazz. I did this to become a millionaire and I didn't want to have a corporate job. And, like, Again, Vincent, without selling people this bullshit or whatever, without selling people a dream, you wouldn't be able to afford your dream over here, because the lifestyle you're living isn't a fucking dream. Because we didn't even, again, talk about, again, how much you're shelving out for your girly pop. Or I guess we kind of did because of the Urus. But I'm not even getting caught up, again, more or less yapping about this motherfucker. Again, these fake-ass alpha males, bro, it's just terrible works. They gonna keep scamming they fucking audience, bro, grifting off these niggas. And, that's just unfortunate. But that's how it goes, again, with this red pill shit. Hopefully, one of these days, it'll completely fall all the way off, because I mean it fell off mainstream. Tate is not looking too hot, not at all. But it's not too much going yet, as we can see. So hopefully it'll be going soon. But yeah, like I said, if you want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link. Share the love with you almighty once more, and I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.